Hello everybody, welcome to Cyberlock Entertainment and welcome to a new kind of vid, which is our top 10 ideas for LEGO video games. We thought this would be fun because we were playing through the LEGO games recently, and it kind of goes from the start of it is stuff that would never happen but would be awesome if it happened to stuff that could potentially happen. These are just our ideas for what we think would be a great LEGO video game franchise. So, I'm also joined here again with Nabil.
Hello everybody, it's me, Nabil.
Let's just get into it. So, at number 10, we definitely thought this would be one that will never happen due to its mature rating and violence. But number 10 is Game of Thrones or A Song of Ice and Fire. And this one just works because the hub worlds, you just could be all the cities.
Hub worlds are already there, because you have the north, and you've got King's Landing, and you've got...
you've got Dawn, you've got all the areas, and it would just work like the LEGO Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, where it's like more like openish kind of areas.
Open world, travel through all of Westeros.
Yeah.
And all like collectibles and hidden stuff in each place, and each place would be different. You'd have the wall, beyond the wall.
And like
it's pretty much perfect for LEGO.
The story itself would work for a LEGO game as well, just because it's probably known. But like obviously they'd have to, like, for the more gruesome scenes, obviously those would be cut out.
You could make it comedic.
Yeah.
But you could also, this is very wish fulfillment, change season 8. Just change it completely. You know. Give it a better.
I thought about that.
What was season 8? We don't talk about season 8 of Game of Thrones. But yeah, so the hub worlds for LEGO Game of Thrones would be that, and we're going to move on to characters. Now obviously there's tons of characters in Game of Thrones and A Song of Ice and Fire. You've got so many to choose from. Lannisters, all the different houses.
So many loved characters as well, because it's such a popular franchise.
So many beloved characters,
Yeah.
Love to see them in LEGO form. I've actually got some custom Game of Thrones LEGO, which really looks nice.
We've got like Daenerys and Jon and Ollie are main characters, so...
The Mountain, Cersei, Tyrion Lannister, and you can also have all the creatures like the Nightwalkers. Playing as a dragon would be awesome.
It's such a big cast, isn't it, for a game?
It is a big cast, and it would fit perfectly in LEGO. There's just one problem. The series is so violent, so un-LEGO.
Yeah, I know. Very much.
If they could... they'd never do it, but it would be great if it would happen. It would be incredible.
Yeah.
But there's so many creatures you can play as well, and Ghost, you've got all the like different abilities where the dogs and the wolves can dig, dragons can fly. It's just perfect. And obviously the levels would be based on the seasons, so you start in Winterfell, and then during the story you go to all the different areas. Dothraki.
Yeah, because it's because they do actually spend a decent amount of time in each area in the actual series as well. There'd be enough content there too.
Especially with how Skywalker Saga is getting done, where it's all open world.
I know, it's crazy. I'm really excited for that.
It would work perfect. It
would work amazingly. Just to, stories. Not.
You just touch up the story a bit with some LEGO magic.
Yeah.
So the gameplay would just be like LEGO Lord of the Rings with the combat and all this stuff.
But then they could do some really fun stuff with, like, riding dragons or...
Riding dragons, riding horses.
Yeah, riding horses and all that, because...
Maybe touch up the combat a bit, make it more advanced.
Yeah. Because obviously the combat's quite a decently big thing in Thrones, so... Yeah. But obviously the combat is always pretty just linear, just a very simple...
But with Skywalker Saga, they're changing it to combo combat, so...
Oh, interesting.
We'll see how that turns out and see how that will
Yeah.
But that's number 10, Game of Thrones. We think it would be great, but it will never happen.
Yeah, it won't happen.
So at number 9, we decided that another one that will probably never happen. It has a bit more of a chance. I don't know. I just feel like it's violent
more, but like it's not to a point where you've got so many.
If LEGO ever decide to do more mature or mature-ish franchise, they've been doing in LEGO sets and stuff recently, so maybe. But we thought The Walking Dead would be perfect for a LEGO game. And obviously you've got the cities again, and all the places you go in the series, Alexandria.
Yeah, because there's so many different places actually that we go in the series.
There's so many iconic places. So you've got the farm. Yeah, that'd be a good one.
The prison as well, and so many.
The prison. Yeah. Walking Dead is perfect for Lego. It's just again a mature series.
Yeah, for hub worlds as well. Like it's got so many just there already. So.
Yeah. And you've got another great cast of characters.
Yeah, so
Rick, Glenn, Negan, Maggie, Daryl obviously on his motorbike.
Obviously like Game of Thrones, it is quite a long-running series, so...
Yeah. But I think this one you could, since there's a lot of filler in the series, you could definitely...
Yeah, we could definitely make it easily... Like, to be fair, it's the same with Game of Thrones. Even though it's a long series, you could definitely shorten it down to be... Like,
yeah, you could definitely shorten it to just the important scenes.
Yeah, the important scenes, Because like what I do like about Lego games, they aren't too long that you only need to
they aren't too long
much so much time into them. Like
yeah, you can just casually play them or something. But.
Yeah.
I think Walking Dead would be really interesting in the gameplay side because I think you could do more stealth things to avoid like the hordes of the walkers.
Yeah, obviously because the whole thing is to you don't really want to get into combat with walkers unless you absolutely.
You don't. So. Yeah, you wouldn't. Yeah, I think if they made them more like a threat in the game, like just tons of hordes, and maybe even like just kind of make it a survival game but with a Lego twist. I think it would be really interesting.
I don't think that's ever happened before, really. But to be fair,
yeah.
it could just be like most Lego games, like a few walkers come in and you have to just beat your way through it. But
I think some of the levels where there's
it wouldn't quite fit the Walking Dead vibe if the walkers were like that. But it is a Lego game after all, so.
It's a Lego.
Yeah, so anything. Really.
I just think there's certain like parts of the series where those tons of walkers could be a really interesting gameplay.
Actually, remember like the massive like pit or whatever it was just filled.
There was this pit of walkers in one.
Yeah, that would be so weird to see in like Lego for.
And obviously there's some very violent scenes in it, but you can make it comedic. Lego's known to make their things comedic if it's violent. Look at Lord of the Rings. Lord of the Rings is a great example.
Yeah, Lord of the Rings. Because Lord of the Rings is actually a little bit more mature.
It's definitely got some violent stuff, and they definitely.
Yeah.
The Walking Dead would definitely be a fun one for gameplay, and that's why it's number 9. So at number 8 is Hunger Games, another mature franchise. Yeah, again, even though this one is all about killing kids and that, it's not the most violent movies.
Like Game of Thrones or Walking Dead.
I'd say it's on par with Lord of the Rings.
It doesn't go overly gruesome with any of it.
No.
I guess. Well, I don't really know, dude.
It's just the whole atmosphere of killing kids, obviously. It's not great for Lego.
Obviously, it's very.
If you
very
forget about that for some reason.
We're talking.
You've got another perfect hub world with all the districts.
Really good cast of characters. Well, I'd say Hunger Games doesn't have quite as big cast.
It's not as rich as the other ones, but to be fair, do have the main ones.
So in a similar boat, like it doesn't. Lord of the Rings obviously has a lot, but doesn't have as many as I'd say like Harry Potter or longer running series. Star Wars.
But yeah, Hunger Games. Well, you've got all the districts, so that's the hub worlds sorted out, and they're all different. Each district has a different thing about them, like textile, warrior. So you've already got that. The actual arena. You could go through the whole levels being cutting down
the arena is
tracker jacker.
So
the arena would be massive. That would be tons of levels would be in the arena. You've got 3 movies.
It'd be more open world, especially in the arena, because I'd say I wouldn't I guess
maybe sections of the arena.
I guess the main districts would be the hub world, and the arena itself is a massive open world kind of area.
Yeah, and there's levels in the arena. That's how you get.
It's like the arena.
So you travel to the area of the arena where the level starts.
Yeah.
But you've got 3 books, so you've got tons of material, and you definitely wouldn't need to do too much filler because there's enough stuff in the books that happens to make each one a level.
Yeah. Because the books are decently big, and to be fair, most of the franchises that Lego tends to go for our trilogies or.
Yeah, they do tend to go for more movies than books or TV shows. So. This one has a higher chance of happening than the others.
Yeah, that's why we put Hunger Games a little bit higher than Game of Thrones or.
Again, it's too mature.
It's too mature for Lego, I'd say.
But again, if Lego ever do decide let's make a more mature thing. I definitely think that's a good one to go. And at number 7 is one of our favourite TV shows, Star Wars Rebels. So we've already got...
Oh, I absolutely adore Star Wars Rebels.
We've already got the Clone Wars game, which we're currently playing through now.
Yeah.
But why was there no a Rebels one? I think a Rebels one actually fits it more because it's more of a focused story. So you wouldn't need to go too expansive, you just have it.
Honestly, I haven't really watched other Star Wars TV shows apart from like Mandalorian.
I've watched a bit of Clone Wars. Clone Wars is really good, and so is Rebels. I like them all. But Rebels is a bit more focused story, so you've got less planets and more focus on gameplay. And you've already got a squad. You've got Ghost Squad or Phoenix Squad.
And it still ties into Star Wars. So obviously, like even though Rebels doesn't have a massive,
it's
cast,
not as popular. But
it's not as popular. But obviously, you can just be like, oh, Luke Skywalker's also in this game now. Haha, actually a playable character. But,
you can add in people from the Star Wars things very easily, and everyone likes the Star Wars Lego games. So I definitely think it would be smaller than the other Lego games.
Yeah, for sure.
More focus, just a small, shorter game than the others would be good. Yeah. Less time in it, but you've got the squad gameplay, all of the different things, and different abilities. You've got Jedis, you've got Mandalorians, you've got droids, all there. It's a relatively short series overall.
Yeah, how many seasons was it again?
4.
4, yeah.
4, I think. And you also definitely have unique characters from the series that could be in it. And we already know how they look like because there's Lego Rebels set. Right, the hub world would obviously be Lothal and Ghost, the ship. Right, and then you do, as the series goes on, they do get another like Rebel base. So the hub worlds could definitely increase during the story.
Yeah.
I definitely think they should make a Rebels Lego game. Though it may be a bit too late, but if there's ever a Rebels sequel, it's definitely a good opportunity to make a Rebels Lego game.
Well, I wouldn't say it's too late. Like,
I mean, Clone Wars did just come out, and I think that's people's opinions.
It just came out, but it was about 9 years ago.
No, the final season.
Oh yeah, true. For you,
But the final season of Clone Wars just come out, so I think everyone's more into the Star Wars TV shows again. So after maybe as a DLC for Skywalker Saga, they could have a Rebels campaign.
Do you think is there going to be any more like animated Star Wars TV series?
Yeah, probably.
Most likely. But I wonder what we're going to make.
Rebels 2.
Anyways.
We are definitely a fan of Star Wars Rebels, and we'd love a video game with Lego with it. And at number 6 is one that has already had technically a Lego video game campaign, but Doctor Who, we know it works, we've seen it in Lego Dimensions. I think everyone wants this. It just works so well.
Yeah, I think so many people would.
It looks amazing in Dimensions, it played amazing Dimensions.
In action, it looks amazing.
With the time travel, with the aliens,
with the TARDIS.
So we just need a full game of that. And how I would do this is I'd split it into 2 games, with the first one being Christopher Eccleston and David Tennant's campaign. And you just choose the best episodes of that. We don't need to do them all. There's some episodes that weren't great. But there's definitely iconic episodes that you could choose, and then you release that as like that one game, and then you have the second game be Matt Smith and Peter Capaldi.
Aren't you forgetting a doctor?
We're not talking about that Doctor. We're not a fan of the new Doctor Who, so that game wouldn't be good. Yeah, back to the more important thing. So obviously Gallifrey would be the hub world, and so would be inside the TARDIS and London.
London, yeah, obviously. I'm just excited. I just love the designs of the TARDIS in Dimensions. I only saw like...
all the different TARDISes. So you've already got all the different Doctors as characters. You've got the companions. You've got so much cast of aliens and creatures. They could all have their own unique thing. Daleks would be really fun.
Yeah, a massive amount of characters that you can add to Doctor Who's.
There's so much creative stuff you can do. And the gameplay, I think it would be much more puzzle based, more like Lego Harry Potter.
Yeah,
because there isn't too much combat.
Isn't it, in Doctor Who Downer there's not much combat ever, apart from like you have to do certain things to kill the enemy, like microwave. I'm not gonna talk about it.
We're not talking about the microwave. New Doctor Who isn't good. We like the old, we like the modern Doctor Who. So if they make it, I hope they stick to that.
Yeah.
I definitely think this is a Lego game they could bring out anytime, stuff interesting.
Yeah, for sure, because lots of people still love Doctor Who.
Aye, just don't watch the news.
Yeah, please don't.
Hi, hello everyone. I'm gonna actually have to cut the video here because it would go on way too long because we talk about the other ones for a bit. So I'm gonna split this into 2 videos. So look out for that probably tomorrow. And as always, thanks for watching.